There's a task force to combat hate in Maryland. There's a problem with it, though. One of the members of the task force hates Jews and hates Israelis, and she hasn't been fired yet. There's an attorney general who I now like, and he's a Democrat, so don't get mad at me. I want to show you who he is. This is him. This is Anthony.
Kind of looks like Michael Armanetti, but go ahead. Sorry.
It kind of does. He fired a member of his own criminal crime task force 2 days ago or yesterday because this baby, I would call her baby killer advocate, has been all over social media saying that no Jews died in the attack in October last month. And the pictures of the dead babies and the stories of live babies put in ovens and baked alive till they died and being cut out of their mother's womb, those were all fakes. And this lady, I want you to see her picture, and I want to publicize this. Her name is Zainab Chowdhury. She calls herself an anti-Israel activist. She's the director of the Council on American Islamic Relations, or CARE, for all of the state of Maryland. And she's been making posts ever since the 8th of October saying that children's and babies and rapes and destruction of property did not take place. She was appointed to this Human Rights Commission in Maryland to represent minorities. And so what she decided to do was, well, listen to this post from 2 weeks ago. I will never be able to understand how the world summoned up rage for 40 fake Israeli babies, meaning no babies were killed.
Wow.
And I've got friends that were there, and I've got family members that were there. I refuse to even have a dialogue by someone who claims this didn't happen. One of her other favorites is she put up a post showing the Israeli flag in Berlin on the Brandenburg Gate, where the Germans were saying we support Israel. And then she put up a picture of Nazi Germany from the Olympics saying that Israel is the same as Nazi Germany. Check this out, though. Remember the attorney general that I showed you, Anthony Brown? It turns out he didn't fire her. He just suspended her.
Really?
Meaning they're looking into it. How long does it take you to look into somebody's own words on their own posts on X, on Facebook, that say no Jews died and it doesn't really matter because a lot more Palestinians are dying, so I don't care?
For me, Barry, I see this as that he suspended her to make it look like he's doing something, to investigate it, to look at it, because he doesn't want a certain group of people to stop pouring money into his candidacy, his campaign, his position. That's what I'm just being, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, we know it happens, right? And
I do.
And I'm telling you, the way I see it is like, well, we want to play nice, so they'll continue to fund us. They need to stop funding them. They need to stop funding them. They just need to stop.
I totally agree with you. And the problem is that it doesn't seem to be getting better because, you would think, as a rational adult, when you hear about these quotes, that she got fired and will never come back and ought to crawl back into the hole that she belongs in. No.
But no.
She's suspended
with pay,
pending an investigation, as if, well, it's a close call. We don't want to jump to any conclusions.
Probably
you can
with
jump
pay.
all you want.
Yeah, probably with pay.
Doesn't say. I'm looking at the article. Doesn't say anything about it.
I'm just saying, probably is. I'm just saying it's probably with pay. Wouldn't surprise me. Let me say this real quick, Bear, before we go. Did you know that there was just a terrorist attack attempt in New York?
I do, at the Niagara Falls crossing.
Yep. At one of the Border Patrol facilities. This on the heels of the Thanksgiving parade that they're going to be having tomorrow.
Boy, if I was a New York mayor, I'd have 10,000 cops in the street, wouldn't you?
If they had them.
Well, yeah, but they've been letting them go because they're spending so much money on their illegals because it's a sanctuary city, bro. Right?
Yep. Marcus needs to go to prison. I said as soon as we have the first attack that happens in this country, he needs to go to prison. Because they asked him about these terrorists that they apprehended and he let them go. They don't even know where they are.
and they'll never track them down until they commit a crime.
You know, then they'll say, well, here's a terrorist right here, but they won't even acknowledge that, oh yeah, this was one of the terrorists that we already had in our possession, but we let him go into the population because he had a job to go do. It's
or
disgusting.
something similar.
Yeah. Yeah. Then they're gonna leave that part out, of course.